So welcome to the video, just a quick one. I just wanted to have a little off the cuff video, just a little off the top of my head video based upon last weekend's fight between Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou. And I just wanted to make a note of the sort of typical way this was looked at by the boxing community. I saw this from various different boxers, and the sort of narrative based around this fight was that Tyson Fury would feel out his opponent, and once he kind of made the decision to take it seriously, he would end the fight, knocking out Francis Ngannou, within 3 or 4 rounds, something like that. Now, maybe on paper you think to yourself, Ngannou, MMA fighter, MMA champion, but not a professional boxer. So, it seems like a logical idea. But did any of these boxing pundits or any of these professional boxers, ex-professional boxers, look at Ngannou's record? Did they look at what he had done? Not that he had won or he became a champion in UFC, but sort of, what he brought to the table as a fighter and a boxer in this matchup. Now, a lot of people would have said he's got a lot of power, Ngannou, and he does have a lot of power. There's a meme-like knockout of former K1 heavyweight champion and MMA champion in various organizations, Alistair Overeem. It's almost like a cartoon. He sends him flying back, head jacked back, knocked into the shadow realm, as some commentators would say. And so you look at that and you think, big power, Ngannou. But other than that, not much. But one thing that really sticks out to me about Ngannou is his chin. His durability is phenomenal. Now, when I was thinking about this, I remember his fight with Cyril Gane, his most recent fight in the UFC, where he went up against an old sparring partner, a kickboxing champion. I think Cyril Gane weighs in about 250, 260, big guy, athletic. And during that fight, Gane hit him with a spinning heel kick, and it pretty much landed on Ngannou's ear. Now, granted, it does glance Ngannou's shoulder, so it does take a little bit of the power off, but the fact that he was able to take that shot and not be dropped or particularly stunned, he didn't seem to lose his balance too much at all. Now, that's a 250, 260-pound man spinning and delivering that heel kick straight to his ear. Didn't set him down, didn't even wobble him that much, considering, because if we think about force production of a big punch compared to a big kick, there's no real comparison. Legs are a lot more heavier, of course, but the heel bone is just a big old lump of bone, probably bigger than the point of the elbow. But the leverage on that strike is, scary. People get flatlined when they get hit with these sorts of kicks. There's lots of examples from Muay Thai, MMA, you name it. The fact that Ngannou took that shot was a big, this guy his bone density is incredible. So his durability is something to behold. So to say to yourself that Tyson Fury, once he decides to end the fight, will just end the fight, is pretty ridiculous, really, when you think about it. Now, it also takes me back to when Ngannou became heavyweight champion in the UFC. He knocked out Stipe Miocic, who himself was a big puncher. So if we look at the records, MMA records, Stipe Miocic, who was the champion that Ngannou beat, has 20 wins and 15 knockouts. Ngannou has 17 wins, 12 knockouts. Okay, so, people had looked at his record, these boxing pundits, they would have seen that Ngannou has lost 3 of his 20 fights, all by decision. So he's never been knocked out. And this is in a sport where you can be kicked, kneed, elbowed, you name it. And he's not been stopped, not been finished with strikes. When he first fought Stipe, he was out wrestled, he was tired out. Stipe fought well that fight, really good game plan, not just to stand there and strike with Ngannou, but, make him carry his weight, fatigued him. And in the 4th or 5th round, Ngannou was absolutely spent, absolutely fatigued out of it. But Stipe, even with that, good power he has, a lot of knockouts on his record, was not able to stop Ngannou. He landed some good shots in the latter part of the fight, but he wasn't able to stop him. Now, in the second fight, when Francis became champion, is an interesting sequence where Stipe gets run over with a few shots, and Ngannou comes in wild. He comes in over the top. He kind of comes in wild, and Stipe lands clean right hand on him. All of Ngannou's weight's coming forward, and he gets cracked by consensus one of the greatest heavyweight champions in UFC history. Big puncher himself, Stipe Miocic. 75% knockout ratio for his wins. And Ngannou kind of gets a little bit stunned, and then hits him with a left hook and knocks him out. But the point is, he didn't get dropped. He wasn't so wobbled that he was out of the fight. He was running forward recklessly at a flush punch. Let's not forget, with an MMA glove, 4 ounces. But he wasn't that stunned. So when you put all this together, spinning heel kick to the head, glancing off the shoulder granted, but that's a 260-pound man. Cyril Gane was actually a kickboxing champion before he came into MMA. 9 KOs in 13 wins in his kickboxing career, and he's got 6 KOs in 12 wins in MMA. He's got a few submissions as well. So you're looking at this, and you're thinking to yourself, if Tyson Fury is going to beat Ngannou by stoppage, he's going to have to break him down over many, many rounds. Many rounds. He's going to have to fatigue him. He's going to have to work the body. He's going to have to kind of maybe puff up his face. It's going to have to go the long haul. Now, as I repeat myself before, for the pundits to come out, or this professional class of experts to come out and say that when Tyson Fury decides he's going to end this fight, it's kind of laughable when you look at that. But did any of them look at his record? Have any of them seen him fight? Probably not, because apart from Ngannou's power, his durability is unusual, special. He is one thick, dense, densely constructed gentleman, because that heel kick, as you can see, that would have knocked over an elephant. But he took it, and he kept coming forward. So, this makes me think that Ngannou has a good shot in boxing, because he's quick, he's athletic, he's powerful, and he's very durable. And he's a nightmare matchup for a lot of these guys, because also in the clinch, Fury does a lot of work in the clinch, but Ngannou's MMA fighter, he's been wrestling against real wrestlers, having to defend the shot. So being able to work on the inside is not so easy. You can't just blast him out of there. He's going to touch you with those big, powerful shots, and the more he focuses on his boxing, the better he's going to get. So it's going to be really interesting seeing what happens from here. But just a quick video to air those thoughts, and just, be nice if people took the time to kind of look into the detail. Obviously, Ngannou was kind of written off. I'll be honest, I thought Fury was going to beat him handily as well. But then on reflection, it's a bit laughable to think that Fury was going to just knock him out one shot, because he's not a one-shot sort of guy. And even so, Ngannou's proven that he can take massive strikes and keep going. So just a quick video there, just highlighting a few things. If you like this sort of content, please like, subscribe, and share. And I'll get another video out to you soon. All the best from Druid High Performance.